Welcome to Photos of the Past. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments below. This photograph, taken in the 1940s, shows a baby being held in place by a special device for a radiographic examination. During that time, radiology was used to diagnose bone deformities and skeletal diseases. The image is a fascinating example of how technological advancements were applied in medical history. This iconic photograph shows Polish heart surgeon Dr. Zbigniew Religa resting after a successful 23-hour heart transplant surgery. In the background, his assistant is slumped over in exhaustion. This image symbolizes both the superhuman effort of the surgeon and his team, as well as the triumph of modern medicine. This heartbreaking photograph was taken in 1948 in the United States. Struggling with severe economic hardships, a family was forced to sell their children. The image shows a mother standing behind her children with a sign that reads, "For children for sale." This photo is a stark symbol of post-war economic struggles and despair. This photograph shows Adolf Hitler on his triumphant tour of Paris in 1940, following the Nazi occupation of the city. Standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, Hitler is accompanied by top Nazi officials, celebrating the symbolic victory of occupying Paris. This moment is seen as a representation of Nazi Germany's dominance over Europe during World War II. This iconic photograph was taken during the celebration of victory over Japan Day, VJ Day, marking the end of World War II. Captured in Times Square, New York by Alfred Eisenstadt, it shows a sailor and a nurse sharing a joyous kiss, symbolizing the elation felt on the day Japan surrendered. This photograph, taken during the Korean War in 1952, features Private Heath Matthews. With a face covered in grime, the image reflects the exhaustion and hardship faced by soldiers in combat. This photo powerfully highlights the human side of war and the difficult conditions soldiers endured on the front lines. This photograph shows female workers in a munitions factory in England during World War II. These women were producing shells to support the war effort. Taking a brief break from their tiring work, these workers symbolize resilience and courage in the face of war's challenges. This photograph shows an Armenian elderly woman holding a rifle, taken during the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict that followed the dissolution of the Soviet Union. The old woman is seen armed, defending her family and land. This image powerfully illustrates how war affects people of all ages and genders. This photograph was taken during the 1937 Louisville flood. In the background is a billboard idealizing the American way of life, while in the foreground, people are seen waiting in line for food and basic supplies. The image starkly contrasts the reality of economic inequality and racial discrimination at the time. This photograph was taken in 1992 and shows a moment where a child dressed in Ku Klux Klan (KK) attire meets a black state trooper. The child is wearing the robes symbolizing white supremacy, while the black officer stands behind his shield. This moment captures a powerful image, symbolizing the complex issues of racism, hatred, and humanity in America. This photograph shows the head of a toppled Joseph Stalin statue during the 1956 Hungarian Revolution in Budapest. The Hungarian people rose against Soviet oppression and tore down Stalin's statue, symbolizing their anger towards the regime. The head was dragged through the streets, becoming an iconic image worldwide. This photograph was taken in 1957 on Dorothy Count's first day at West Charlotte High School. Dorothy was one of the first black students to attend an all-white school following the end of segregation in the United States. Surrounded by students mocking her, this moment became a symbol of the fight against racism in America. This photograph, taken in 1962 in England, captures the moment when a test pilot lost control of a Royal Air Force jet. The pilot managed to eject himself just before the plane crashed, parachuting to safety. Meanwhile, the farmer on the tractor watches the dramatic scene unfold in shock. This poignant photograph was taken during the Great Depression in America. Families displaced by unemployment and poverty were forced to live in tents. The family sitting in front of the tent portrays the desperation and hopelessness that characterized this difficult era. This heartbreaking photograph documents a famine crisis in Uganda. The contact between the hand of a relief worker and the frail hand of a starving child symbolizes humanity's ability to reach out even in the darkest times. The image has become a symbol of the hunger crises in Africa, urging the international community to take action. This photograph, titled "Tragedy by the Sea," was taken in 1955 and captures a couple in Manhattan Beach, California, as they stare helplessly at the ocean. Earlier that day, the sea had taken their baby. This powerful image immortalizes the weight of the tragedy and the helplessness of the parents. In this video, we've explored some incredible photographs that give us a glimpse into important moments in history. Each image reminds us of the profound changes that have taken place over time. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, share your thoughts about these photos in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take as we continue to journey through history together. Don't forget to like and share. See you in the next video.